Hey guys, my name's Jamble and welcome back to another Hytale video. Today we're going to be talking about why people who hate Minecraft will love Hytale. And really, there's a lot of reasons to why people who hate Minecraft are going to love Hytale. So firstly, let's talk about story and progression. In Minecraft, there is a single path of progression, and the progression really is of your armor. There is an Ender Dragon at the end, and if you destroy the Ender Dragon, then technically you win the game, but it doesn't really feel like winning. It just feels like something that you need to do for a lot of XP, so that you can go back into doing nothing. There's no real story or progression in Minecraft. It's very much your sandbox, where the world really revolves fully around you. Now, from what I'm guessing from Hytale, from what I've seen, is that it's going to be very different, where the story is something that you're placed in rather than the story revolves around you. You know, there's going to be things that's happening in the story that will make you feel like a typical RPG chosen one. More like that there's a story, there's a big bad guy, and there's things going on. And from what I've seen, it seems like that the player is a hero, rather than you just being a miner in a survival world where you have to survive. You're a hero of an RPG. You have to go and defeat bad guys. You have to go on this story, on this quest to find out what's going on. And this is something that's going to really appeal to some people who don't really like with Minecraft, where the progression is so linear and so simple. They want something that kind of bites back a little bit harder. They want, you know, a big bad guy. They want a storyline. And this is something that Hytale will offer that Minecraft can't, which is really the storyline and the progression. So this is going to be a big reason to why a lot of people who enjoy those RPG cores such as Skyrim or Legend of Zelda or any of those RPGs that many of us grew up with will love Hytale. And we don't really know how far the rabbit hole goes. We don't know if this story will be mildly intrusive but really lets you do your own thing, or if it will be a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild kind of, the whole world is being destroyed by this big bad guy and you as the hero needs to go and fight him and save the world. We have no idea how this story is going to be. And that's a big reason why it's so exciting too, is even if they show us all the items, even if they show us all the mechanics, we still don't know how the story will play out. And along with that story, we might actually see more bosses. And this will be another reason why a lot of people who hate Minecraft will love Hytale. One of the biggest complaints that I hear all the time, and what I personally have with Minecraft, is that there isn't enough bosses. And the bosses that we do have are very boring and linear. For example, for the bosses, we have the Wither. The Wither is a very simple boss that just spams explosive projectiles at the player. And really, you just have to spam arrows and hit it with swords, and it's really kind of boring, and it doesn't spawn naturally. You have to get resources to build it up yourself. And then we have the Ender Dragon, which I'm guessing everyone who's played Minecraft has done so many times that now it just seems like an extra chore. It doesn't seem like a boss battle. We know the rhythm of the Ender Dragon so much, we can even destroy it in seconds with beds, and you see that with speedrunners all the time, where they grab a bunch of beds and they explode the Ender Dragon in about 5 seconds. So really what I'm hoping for is more original and traditional versions of bosses, where we have bosses that are really unique. I would like maybe some platformer like bosses, kind of like how Terraria or how Hat in Time does their bosses, where they have these rhythms where they send out waves and you have to jump over them, and then they have certain invulnerabilities at certain points and you have to really, you know, learn the rhythm but in a more fun way. For example, you know, the Terraria's Wall of Flesh is a really unique boss in Terraria, where you have to run away from this wall that chases you. And something like that in this game, where they have bosses that are traditional, where you have to fight them with arrows and swords and stuff like that, is fine. but how about something more unique? Something like a platformer-based boss where you have to outrun something, or where you have to jump over projectiles that it sends to you and then it has an opening. These are the sort of bosses that I'm expecting or kind of wanting from Hytale, which Minecraft doesn't really offer. And if they do have this, you're going to see many people who are lovers of platformers and RPGs come into Hytale and really love the game. Dungeons and adventuring. Now, I've been playing a lot of modded Minecraft recently, and in this mod it adds towers where you can go down and fight mobs of different strengths and different levels, and really it's just been so fresh as a way to get loot rather than just grinding mining. It's a really fun way, especially if you already have some gear to go and prepare you for a dungeon. Going into a dungeon, even as simple as these dungeons from this mod are, is just such a fresh, unique idea. And it started making me think about Hytale dungeons, which we already know about, where they have skeletal warriors and mages and all these other things. That really shows me that Minecraft needs dungeons, and Hytale will offer that, and they've already shown that they're going to offer that. I wouldn't be surprised, you know, sooner or later Minecraft does a dungeons update or something along those lines, just because how good this idea is. But when I was looking at that Hytale clip of Ninja Charlie and Propsy going through that dungeon, it really makes me wonder how far those dungeons actually go. I wonder if they're going to be 30-minute long dungeons where you just keep going down to new levels and layers, and you just keep getting stronger and stronger bosses come out to come fight you, and how amazing that will feel, especially when you've been mining for about an hour or 2 hours and you're really bored of that, and you've already got some gear, so you're like, okay, I'm done with mining, I'm going to go to a dungeon and get some loot that way. It's going to offer this variety of being able to go and do other things, which I really feel that players who dislike the traditional grind for 3 hours to get some diamonds will really enjoy, because it's a new way to go and play the game. And with the zones too, it's going to feel more like you're adventuring, that you're going on a journey, sort of a Lord of the Rings style sort of journey, where you have to keep going through these new zones that are more dangerous and different. And I feel that the sort of pathway that they're going to is going to really appeal to many players who might not enjoy Minecraft. And I remember when I first got into Minecraft, it was because of the Yogscast. And one of the things about their series was that it was this big adventure, this big story. And that's something that really took me in. And ever since I played Minecraft, that is something that I've always wanted. And I feel that many other people wanted it too. Especially the people who made Hytale, because they were known for making adventure maps way before they ever thought of the idea of Hytale. And adventure maps were something that a lot of people enjoyed and played throughout the early days of Minecraft, just because they wanted that adventure. They wanted to feel that they were the heroes going on this massive journey. And really, this is something that I'm expecting from Hytale, is that you're going to feel like that you're the chosen one on this journey, going through these dungeons and on these adventures across these foreign lands. And that's what I want from Hytale too. And I feel like that if they do that, you're going to get so many people who just feel like Minecraft's boring nowadays, and you know, they've played it so many times, they've done everything, they have nothing really to stay for Minecraft anymore. All they do is go get diamonds, and then they're like, well, that's it. I guess I delete this world or turn it off, and then a few months later they may play again, go get to diamond, and rinse and repeat. But they don't really want to do much else, because really, there's not much else to do in Minecraft. Hytale can really offer so many things that Minecraft misses out on, and this is what I'm expecting. But what do you think? Do you think that people who dislike Minecraft will love Hytale? Do you feel that it won't appeal to them just because they don't like the block game genre? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, if you like this video, just leave a like on this video. That's all you have to do. It would mean the world to me if you just leave a like. It really supports the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. I mean, I'm not saying just like the video. You should also subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, that is. So yeah, you know, I'm not saying don't subscribe. You should definitely subscribe. So subscribe. Yeah.